it is antagonistic, yes, and normally I do not like the trope about the couple always arguing, but those two had, like, there was, like, a flirtiness to when they were fighting, to the fight between them in Volume 3, Episode 3. There was, like, a flirtiness there, like, they were smirking at each other. Winter was smirking, and flirtatious to me. I'm just saying. My brother, who ships Crowan, by the way, like me, brother of a studios. So happy to see that he's on YouTube now. And on the internet in general. He ships Crowan, and he called it he views them as their fight is like a lover's quarrel, and I completely agree with him. Crowan!
Like, on the sole ground of, like, he's a mess up, and she's so strict, but
yeah.
He's so aloof, and...
It's opposites attract. It's one of those cases where opposites attract works.
And, you know, laid back and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he really has this sense of duty
yeah.
I think Winter can respect.
Yes!
And I just, in a weird way, I can almost imagine the scene of, Winter finding Crow face down in the street, and she's like, "Are you drunk? You really need to stop drinking. You're an asshole." And Crow looks up at her like, "Do I preach to you when you're stoned down drunk in the gutter?" Shut up and drag me to work. Yeah, that's probably how it would go, and I need fan art of that post-haste.
Oh, I wish I had the motivation to draw that.
I don't know, this would be such an awful couple, but I think it'd be more like Crow and Winter would be more like a booty call, if anything else. It would definitely be Crow and... I know that's probably a ship name out there, but, I think...
It's Snowbird. It's Snowbird. Or you could go with the whole name mashing thing, which is typical of pretty much any fandom, and I just called him Crowan.
I think it would be more like a booty call kind of situation where it would be like, "Oh, you had a bad day. Wait, don't take my bed. Wait, Winter, what are you doing?"
Wait, what?
A ship name out there, but I think it would be more like a booty call kind of situation where it would be like, "Oh, you had a bad day. Wait, don't take my bed. Wait, Winter, what are you doing?" Yeah. That would probably be kind of it. It wouldn't be a serious... The other thing is, it wouldn't be a serious relationship, but I think they would, have some form of respect for one another.
So, friends with benefits? Because that's, where they're basically each other's booty call all the time, where they're friends, they're colleagues, but they also do the nasty? I personally prefer them as, an actual couple, of course, but I could also see them being friends with benefits until Winter actually finds someone who she's romantically interested in, and then Crow's gonna go back to his womanizing ways, and then it'll just be like, we're just friends now, sans benefits.
Maybe.
It
I
could
definitely see it like, "Hey, babe, come over. Ironwood not home." And Crow, "Can't, too drunk."
Oh, poor Winter. Poor Winter. She has needs too. She may be an ice queen, but she has needs too.
"Can't, too drunk. Send nudes." Admit it, that's how it would go. Let's all be real here.
That's not how I would have it go, but it could certainly go that way. It could certainly go that way. I'm open for that.
So, moving right along is White Rose, Ruby and Weiss. Again, this was, when I was starting into the show, this was another ship that was kind of all over the place, and it's probably one of the most popular.
Yeah, one of the most popular, and another one that I don't really... I'll get into my thoughts about White Rose later. But should I say it now? I'm wondering if I should say it now. I'll withhold judgment.
these two just kind of really complement one another, and I really enjoy the scenes of them together. They really do care about each other. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
Weiss really, Weiss considers Ruby and the others more of her family than her own family.
That's the key word there. Family. That's one of the reasons I don't ship it anymore. And I said anymore, because I used to very low-key ship it. Even back then, it was like, there's still something missing, or there's something about it that kind of creases me. And now I know why. They make me think that they're sisters. That's the thing. I mostly see Team RWBY as, like, just a bunch of sisters. So I guess that's why I don't really ship any of them together. There is an exception, though, and that is Freezer Burn, which I do like. But yeah, White Rose, I used to, like, low-key ship it, and I was like, it's alright, it's cute. And admittedly, I could really see why people ship it, but I see them more as just two sisters, and I'll also be honest, sometimes, they remind me a little bit of me and my brother, in that there's, like, a crazy younger sibling, and the more serious older sibling, which is kind of the dynamic that me and my brother have, only it's not quite that extreme. And because that reminds me of my relationship with my own sibling, I see them as being sort of sibling-like, and that's why I'm like, I don't really ship it much anymore. And yeah, that's just me. That's me.
And that says something, so I think those two are just adorable together.
Yeah.
Another one, including Ruby, is Nuts and Dolts. And I just made myself really sad, because that's Ruby and Penny. And Penny is totally fine!
It's okay, DPZ. It's okay. It's okay. It's probably not okay, but we're just gonna pretend that it's okay. Also, for the record, I do really like the idea of Nuts and Dolts. I mean, if you know me by now, you know which RWBY ship I ship. Like, which ship I have with my Rose Child, because RWBY is my Rose Child. She's everyone's Rose Child. You know which ship I'm on board. But I will admit that Nuts and Dolts is a very good second option, so long as it does not get smutty.
She's okay!
Oh.
I'm gonna go cry.
It's okay. It's okay.
So there you go.
It's okay.
Continue on this little path of sadness.
It's okay.
We have Arcos, which is...
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Arcos. Oh. 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 Ah.
One and Pura, which, again, path of sadness. We have Arcos, which is one and...
Jean! Oh! Gods! Gods! Oh! It's Jean! I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I just have this big thing with mispronunciations, and I mean no offense against you, DPZ. It's Jean. They say his name over and over. It's Jean. That was painful. Getting back to the other painful thing, Arc.
And Pura. Which, again, totally fine. Nothing bad happened to Pura. Nothing at all. Not a thing. I'm really sad now. I just bummed myself out.
Think about another ship. Think about a ship where both characters are still alive.
But no, that was also really great. It's really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's a ship that went down in flames. Literally.
Too soon, dude.
It went down in flames. Thanks,
No.
Cinder. You fucking bitch.
Yeah! Fucking bitch! Part of me really wants her to be dead at the end of Volume 5. Spoilers. Spoilers. Spoilers! I'm so sorry.